Hello everyone and welcome to the Joomla JomSocial Webinar sponsored by CloudAccess.net. JomSocial is the #1 community building software for Joomla, and it allows anyone to turn Joomla into a full-fledged social networking site. Now, what you're going to be able to learn today is quite a bit about JomSocial, of course, and its ease of use, and how to set up your own social networking site. This webinar is hosted by CloudAccess.net. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about our company in just a moment. But today you're going to learn how to set up your user profile management system within JomSocial. You'll also learn about photo galleries, videos, events, user groups, the extensibility of JomSocial, privacy control, and Facebook integration. Now, you have two presenters today in addition to me. My name is Bernie from CloudAccess.net, but your presenters are Mirav from JomSocial and iJoomla, and Eric. And Mirav is a pioneer in the Joomla world. She founded iJoomla back in 2005, and she has released some of the most successful commercial Joomla extensions in the world. She's going to be your first presenter, and then she's going to pass the presentation to Eric. And Eric's been very active with Joomla since 2010, and he joined JomSocial in January of 2012. And together they're going to give you an overview, a high-level overview of JomSocial, and then jump into the actual application where they're showing you the back end and the front end and the functionality. Just to remind you that this webinar is hosted by CloudAccess.net, and we are the official and exclusive provider of the demo trial of Joomla at demo.joomla.org. Up to 15,000 users launch free trials of Joomla through our platform every month, and that demo site is live for 30 days. And at any point during your free trial, you can upgrade to a paid hosting package and have access to our industry-leading level of support. You can submit online tickets, use live chat, or call us directly to get help developing your Joomla site. Now, if you're trying to follow along on your Joomla site today, and you're trying to update as you learn about new features, it may be difficult to keep up in some sections, but don't worry about it because we are recording this webinar right now. It's going to be available for you later today at youtube.com/cloudaccess. I will show you our YouTube channel a little bit later, and I'll also give you a couple other resources where you can join the JomSocial forum and ask additional questions. So I'm going to go ahead and exit this presentation now and say hello to Mirav. Mirav, how are you?
Hello there. I am great. How are you?
I'm great. And now you're in Southern California.
I am.
How's the weather?
Encinitas. It's good.
That's great.
We're getting there. We're excited about the summer coming.
Excellent. And Eric is joining us from Szczecin, Poland.
Hey guys.
And so it's a true international webinar. We have attendees, over 133 registered, probably from all over the world. If you want to let us know where you're attending from, that would be great. I'm going to go ahead and pass the presentation over to Mirav.
Okay, can everybody see my screen? Oh, here it is. Show my screen. All right.
Yep, we got you.
Okay, how do I minimize this window? Let's see.
Just push the red arrow in.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Excellent. So hi everybody, I'm super excited about this webinar today because this is the first time we're going to show you JomSocial 3, and this is our upcoming release. Hopefully within a few weeks we'll have it ready for you, and we have a huge buzz about it, and we're all waiting for it to happen. I know everybody is very eager for it, so we are pushing as hard as we can to make it happen. So today I'm going to be with Eric. Eric is one of our leading support guys, and he's been doing all our video tutorials. So not a lot of people in the world know as much about JomSocial as Eric. So, and we also have a special guest here. We're going to talk about him later. So let's get started.
Hey, Mirav.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that there's a go-to-meeting slide-out question area, and all of our attendees are encouraged today to post a question in, and Mirav and Eric will be available for questions at the end of the presentation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So the structure of this webinar is going to be around 15 minutes presentation by me, and then 45 minutes going over the JomSocial 3 features with Eric, and then another 30 minutes or more, whatever we need, with the questions and answers. And the focus, like I said, is going to be JomSocial 3, which is going to be released in a few weeks. So what is JomSocial? JomSocial is the only full-fledged community extension for Joomla. It's been around since 2008. It has been installed in over 160,000 sites worldwide. And it's the most successful commercial Joomla extension of all times. We have a team of 14 full-time professionals. We're available around the clock, 24/7. And we are here to make your experience exceptional. That's our goal. Here's a picture of us. We're missing some of our support people, but this is us. So what can you do with JomSocial? You can create a social networking right inside your Joomla site, similar to Facebook. It allows your community to upload and share videos, images, events, create groups. It facilitates interactions between members with comments, messaging, liking, tagging, and more. So who is it perfect for? It's perfect for people with a niche site. If you think you want to be the next Facebook with a generic site, I don't think it's going to work, quite frankly. But if you're going to be, if you want to be the Facebook for people who I don't know, love gardening, or people who love certain type of music, that could be perfect for you. Or anybody who wants to add any community aspect to enhance the existing community. For example, take Dave. This is our mystery guest right here. So Dave is a huge Harley fan, and he's having a hard time keeping in touch with all his Harley friends. Now, Dave is the new character of our information video coming up today on Facebook. So as soon as you're done with the webinar, please go to our Facebook page, and you can see the whole video with Dave and his story, and you can like our page and see more things going on there. So Dave doesn't want to use Facebook to connect with his Harley friends because it's full of baby pigs, kittens, and all kinds of stuff that are just not bikerish. So what he decides to do, to create a site just for him and his biker friends. So he installs JomSocial, adds a few photos, videos, and creates his first event. And then he sends out an invitation to all his biker friends. And now he can keep in touch with all his biker friends, plan the next event, and even figure out a way to monetize his traffic. So that's Dave's story. You can find it on facebook.com, JomSocial, for the complete video. It's going to be posted in about 2 hours. Okay, so let's talk about JomSocial benefits. You increase your members' engagement. You create an interest in your business, in your organization. You add value to your site. You add stickiness to your site. What does stickiness mean? It means that people come to your site and they don't just leave after a second. They stay around. They do stuff. They interact. They buy stuff, or whatever you want them to do on the site. It makes your site more viral. It increases your revenue. You can increase your revenue by selling memberships or ad space. Now that requires add-ons for JomSocial, and we're going to talk about that part later. What's new in JomSocial 3? Because that's our main focus today. We have responsive design, which means your members can interact, can do whatever they want with the JomSocial right on their phone. We have cover photos for events, groups, and profiles, just like you see here. We have a brand new toolbar to replace all the toolbars that were available before. These are just some of the new features. There's a bunch of them, but these are the main things, okay? And now we're going to talk about the JomSocial ecosystem. So just like Joomla has its own ecosystem with over 10,000 extensions, JomSocial has its own ecosystem as well. And we have around 600 extensions and counting. Almost all the template providers create JomSocial specific templates with extra support for JomSocial. Although JomSocial can be used on any template, when people create templates just for JomSocial, it makes it even better. And the extensions are basically an easy way to make JomSocial even more powerful than it already is. We have a directory with all the extensions there, and if you have an extension, you can submit your extension here on our directory. Let's talk about translations. We have over 20 completely translated languages for JomSocial. We manage it with Transifex. If you go and Google Transifex and JomSocial, you're going to get the page with all the translations there. So, okay, enough talking. Let's see something. We're going to talk about 3.0, and just a warning, you could see some bugs along the way because it is still in development. And that's it. Eric, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I'm going to pass it to Eric now, just one moment. Eric, you should be able to accept the presentation.
Yep.
There we go.
Ryan, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay guys. So this is basically what the front page of JomSocial 3 looks like. You probably noticed that we changed basically everything. We've changed the whole design. It's now fully responsive, as Merav said. So even if I wanted to rescale the site, it just neatly shrinks. You can see the picture shrinks, adjusts. So the phenomenal responsive design is finally with JomSocial, and you don't have to have any add-ons for it to work on mobile phones. So JomSocial that's it. That's all you need when it comes to responsiveness. And let's start with the basics. I'm going to show you what registration looks like. So going by Join Us, right? Clicking right here. I'm just going to fill this in with some random information. Yeah, I'm just going to be called a random user at randomuser.pl. Why not? And next. This part doesn't really interest me because this is like a regular registration even for Joomla, but this is a really cool thing. We have our own custom fields for profiles. You can not only use the existing fields like gender, right, birthday, I don't know, let's say about me, address, all those fields right here. But what if you had an idea for your community? Let's say you wanted to connect people who are into kayaking, as I am, because I love kayaking. I go kayaking wherever I can. So there's really nothing here that could make my users want to add some of this extra information about kayaking. Let's say that I want to have people join me on my kayak trips. So what I can do is, to find people more easily, I can add some information here. So I can add a new field that's, let's say, makes it available for me to ask my users about the regions of kayaking where they want to go, or types of kayaking they want to do, and so on and so forth. But first, let's complete this registration, and I'm going to show you how to add those fields in a bit. Just some random information. And register. As you know, by default, Joomla registration requires users. I'm just going to skip upload avatar. Requires you to confirm by email, right, to registration. But since we don't really have time for that, I'm just going to enable my user in the backend, right, enabled, activated, so that I can log in and show you what it looks like when you first register in JomSocial 3. And this is what you get. You get your nice cover, which is actually with changes depending on the sex you choose. So if you're male, it's going to show a man. If you're female, it's going to show like an outline of a woman right here. And this is like an empty basic profile. So not to generate all this information right here on the spot with you, because again this would take some more time, I have a ready profile, an already made profile, which I'm going to show you a bit later. But first, let's go back to the registration fields. Okay, it's loading. Okay, let's say that, again, I want to go back to the kayaking idea. I want to add another field, let's say in contact information, that the region of the kayaking, right? So I go to the backend, I navigate to JomSocial. I go to custom profiles, and this is where I can add and change and edit all the custom fields that you can see. If you compare this, you can see gender, birth date, about me right here. It's the exact same fields. So you have gender, birth date, and about me fields, right? It's also the same, it's grouped in the same way. So we have basic information, contact information, and it's again grouped in the exact same way right here. So let me just quickly add a field. So I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna add a field and call it a region. And this is going to be a multiple select list, and let's have it in contact information. No, let's say basic information more suitable, and the field code, it's not really important right now. This is for more advanced users, so I'm gonna skip it. And the tooltip, just some information, right? So let's say select regions when you most often or prefer to go kayaking, right? And this field allows us to create a multiple list. As you can see, there's a number of possibilities that you can choose from. You can have like a text box where you can just input some information. You can have a multiple select list, like I'm about to prepare one right here. You can have country, gender, date. All of those custom fields can be created quite easily. And for example, to create this multiple select list, all I have to do is to paste the options and separate them by hitting an enter. A new line is a new option. So I'm saving this change. It's all saved. Let's go back to the front end and refresh it. And as you can see, the field is available here. I can even, by pressing Control or Command on your Mac, you can select many of those options, not only one. Right, and you can choose whether it's supposed to be an obligatory field on the front end on the registration or not. So there are so many possibilities. It's all up to you. You can decide about the shape of your community right there. But region doesn't really work with the basic information for me, right? So let's say I want to emphasize it, I want to highlight it, and I want to have it in a new group that's divided to kayaking, that's devoted to kayaking. So I'm just going to create a new group. It's going to be published, visible for all, save. Right, and you can see the new kayaking group is right here at the very bottom. And right now, let me just move the region to the kayaking group. Save the changes, go to the front end, and refresh. Unfortunately, this is one of the bugs that our developers weren't able to fix before the presentation, but this right here is where the region shows, and above it you should have kayaking group. So this is a bit awkward, so I'm going to skip it. Okay, so we have kayaking, we have a region. Let's say that for your registration you want to have not only one profile, but you want to have many profiles for different users. Let's say you have a kayaking group, a kayaking community. You want to have a division between some hardcore kayakers and some tourist kayakers. So what you could do is, again, in the backend, navigate to Components, JomSocial, and Multi-Profile. You can just create a new profile, multi-profile, name it, let's say, something easy. Let's say kayak camping dudes. Okay, and it's gonna have a short description that it is a combination of kayaking and camping, blah blah blah. I won't touch any of the options on the left, but I want to draw your attention to the options on the right. Here you can see again that you have the custom fields, and you have options to include those custom fields. The very same we had seen previously. You can decide which of those are included in this specific profile. So let's say I want to include gender, birth date, about me, and of course the region of kayaking. And let's say only country, and that's it. I'm not interested in education. I just hit save and close, and we have our first profile. I want to have a second one, just to show you the difference, what it looks like on the front end when you want to have it with the registration. So we have Kayak Marathon Maniacs, and these are long distance races, open sea or not. And here I want to decide that I want to have only the education group, again gender, and let's say the address, and that's it. I don't want to have any other fields. Save and close. You can see the two multi-profiles created right here, and let's see what it looks like in the front end for your users when they'll be joining your community. Okay, next. Right now I have two profiles to choose from. So you have Kayak Camping Dudes and Kayak Marathon Maniacs, both with the description. Let's say I want to go with the dudes. Click next. And you can see the basic information that I have chosen. I have not chosen information from like the mobile phone or the address, or the whole education is gone, as you can see. So only the fields that you select for a multi-profile are available, right? So the world is oyster. There are pretty much no limits. You can create minimum as many multi-profiles as you wish. You can have as many custom fields as you wish. So the world is again your oyster. So I think that's it when it comes to registration, at least the basics. So I'm just gonna log in with a pre-prepared account and show you more of the profile side and what we can do with it. So Merav mentioned that you could change the cover right now, right? So you can either pick one of your pick a photo from one of the existing ones in your albums, or you can just upload one, which I'm about to do right now. And just upload the cover. And you can see my kayaking cover has been upgraded. And if I try to resize it, again, you can see that it does resize on the profile and everywhere. So the responsive design is really amazing and does work fully with JomSocial. And I would also like to change my avatar because I don't really like this one that I have here. So let me just upload a fresh photo. That's more like it. And save the changes. And you can see the avatar changed right here and in the Hello Me module, which is one of the modules we provide you with. So you can, if you decide, for example, that you don't need to use the toolbar, you can always use the Hello Me module. You can use both together. There's not much actually could stop you from doing that. So, okay, going back to the profile. Basically, there is a lot that has changed. The whole profile has been redesigned. You can see the cover again. You can see the picture. You can see the new toolbar. And if you click on it and the global notifications, see, Merav has sent me a private message. I don't know why. We're right now in a, in a webinar, so we could talk. But let's check the private message. You there? Of course I'm here. So let me just quickly reply. And she'll get a notification on her email, plus she'll get a notification on JomSocial beta site. So this is cool. I'm just gonna wait for her to reply, perhaps in the future. Maybe she's not online right now. So the global notifications, you can see they all look fine. They've been redesigned. If you want, you can view all of them right here. You have all of the notifications. You can have, you can see the time where it was sent. You can see who sent it. You can click directly on the person's nickname, and you will be taken to their avatar, to their profile, and so on and so forth. From the other notifications from the toolbar, you can see I have 3 next to the people, so friend invites. Okay, I kind of think I should approve Merav. Yeah, she's my friend. I don't want to approve Chris 2. Because I think he's a scammer. I want to approve Chris 5 because he's one of my dudes. So that's it. I've now accepted a couple of my friends. We can see if they're here. Come on. Yeah, that's a list of my friends. So you can see the whole list of friends is quite neat. You can see which of your friends are online. And Merav is online. Perhaps she will respond to my message. Did she? She did. There you go. Nice presentation. Thank you, Merav. But if I don't like the message, I can easily delete it, and it's like nothing happened, you can see. She doesn't have any proof of sending me the message. Okay, but going back to the presentation. So these are the global notifications. They have been redesigned. They do look better, and you have to admit this. What about the other messages? Okay, Chris sent me some message about a kayaking trip he would like to go. Some more details about it. Yeah, okay, we'll take care of this in a second, but first, okay, you can also see your friends right here, right? You can see a donkey, Chris donkey. If you want to send Chris a message, click send message, say hi. This is my message for you, just send it. And depending on the notifications that Chris has set for himself, he'll definitely get the on-site notification on the toolbar, plus he'll get an email notification from JomSocial. But okay, going again back to the profile. Profile, of course, shows all of the things that you have done on the site, all of the things that you did, like adding photos to your photo album. So I can show you quickly what a photo album looks like. There's some bee. That was my trip to the mountains, and some sheep, right? If you like the sheep, you can share it. You can share it to Facebook, you can share it to Delicious, Dig, whatever the place. You can even send an email to a friend with a link to it, with the picture. So again, limitless possibilities for sharing this with other parts of your community, perhaps with friends who are not a part of your community and would like to invite them. Because when it comes to inviting people, JomSocial is all about community, and you can invite your friends. You can invite them by email. It's really simple. All you need to do really is go to friends, invite, write their email, write their message, and send invite. That's all there is to it. Okay, but we have some more important things to focus on. Okay, so the profile, I think we've done more or less, but there are some important things I want to focus on as well. So let me show you what the photo galleries look like, what you can do with them. So let's navigate to photos. You can see my photo galleries, right? We are in the my photos, so when I navigate to it, you can see a list of photos. You can remove those photos. You can move them around in your gallery if you choose to. You can make the sheep be first and the bee be second and the feet be third. So again, the world is yours, sir. You can like those albums. You can share those albums. You can see how many views those albums have had. And these are all only your photos, right? But JomSocial is about the whole community, so you can see all photos from the whole community page. You can see some ASDF photos, right? You can see that there are a couple of pages of those photos, some suites, and you can browse other people's galleries as well, of course, if they allow it, because you have the possibility of disallowing your non-friends or guests from seeing your stuff, basically. So there are privacy options for that. Okay, groups. Groups is one of the most powerful thing that JomSocial has to offer, because it not only enforces and gives you the possibility to strengthen your community's interests, like let's say kayaking. So what I could do is I could create a new group, Kayak Maniacs, like just some description. I'm not gonna worry about it. And it's going to be a general category. By the way, you can change those categories, you can moderate those categories, and administer in whatever ways you like in the backend of JomSocial. I'm going to go to that in a second. But yeah, you can general categories, some albums, you can limit the albums. I'm going to enable videos, events, and file sharing, and photos for my new created group. Okay, so the group has been created. As you can see, the groups get their own cover as well, right? So it's not only your profile, but the groups get their own cover as well. I could change it, but I'm not gonna. I've shown you this in the profile. But what I do want to show you is how you can make your groups attract more people. So what you could do is, we have a Kayak Maniacs group. You could create an album. right? And call it last kayaking trip and have its location set up so that people know where you've been, and some description. Again, some okay, and create album. And right now I can upload photos to this album. And bear in mind, this is not my private album. I mean, in the way it is, but it's a group album. So people who will be joining this group will have access to this album and will be able to see your photos. Perhaps they will upload their own photos from their own trips so that they can share their trips. They can actually comment on the photos, exchange their experiences, perhaps discuss the things they saw, the best rivers, to go kayaking and so forth. So it's all really up to you and what you decide to do with it. Again, you can change the order very quickly, right? And the view of some of the photos. So you can see that, again, you can change description. You don't have to even go to editing photos. You can change description right here and say some kayak, and that's it. You can tag the photo with yourself. So if I type my name, Eric, it's going to show me, and I'm done tagging. And you can see when I hover right here, I'm somewhere there in the water. Okay, so these would be photo albums when it comes to groups. But if you have like 100 photos from your in your photo album from a kayaking trip, and let's say that you want to download all of them or share all of them with people that you have been on the trip with. So downloading each photo would take some time, and you have to go one by one and so on and so forth. So what you could do is as a group owner and an admin, you could post an announcement saying that you want to share the photos from the last trip. You can give some details that it was in Dravno in 2012. You can allow, and this is actually the feature I want to focus your attention on. You can upload files to JomSocial, and you can actually have them as attachments. So I add this announcement. I can upload the file to this announcement. Okay, this was not an acceptable file extension. I would have to change it, but you could upload a zip file to this this announcement, and you could just have it as an attachment so that people don't have to go to your gallery and download each file one by one, each photo one by one, but they can simply go here, download the whole attachment, unzip the package on their computer, and have all of the photos right here. They can also discuss this, right? Let's go back to the group page. So this is what announcement would be great for, and discussions if you want to discuss, let's say, your future trip. So let's plan a new trip for kayaking. Just something, again, you can allow members to upload files. You can upload PDF documents. It all really depends on your Joomla also setup. If you allow some file extensions, but generally, yeah, this is great for some arguments, for discussions. Again, great for arguments, for trying to come up with. It's a great place for discussing things that you need to make a decision on, for example, right? So if you want to decide with your friends where to go kayaking next time, and you have a kayaking group, this is a great place and a great opportunity for your community. And the back end, when it comes to groups, you could see that when creating a group, there's a lot of options. There's really a lot. So you can decide whether they can have photo albums, whether they can upload videos, events, discussions, and so on and so forth. This all is basically editable, if there's even a word, I think it is, in JomSocial backend. So if you go to Components, JomSocial, and its configuration, in the Groups tab, you can see the very basics like enable groups, yes or no. If I click no and save and go back to the front page, you can see that groups has completely gone from the toolbar, right? So you can't even see it. So you can either disable the whole thing, or you could disable only parts of JomSocial groups. So you can see you could disable group photos, you could disable the videos, you could disable events. You can even decide what's the maximum file size for the uploads for discussions. So really JomSocial gives you such a tremendous amount of opportunities and configuration options that, believe me, you will not be bored, and your community will be thankful for using JomSocial. Okay, groups give you again a great possibility not only for sharing photos and discussing possible routes or possible future trips. You can also plan them. So you could you could just simply set up a new event just right here from the share box. You're inside of the group Kayak Maniacs. You want to have another kayak trip, and let's say it's going to be again the same location, and the start time, let's say it's going to be the 20th of June, and it's going to end on the 22nd. It's going to be a whole day thing, and it doesn't repeat. Join today and share. I have just created a new event from the whole group, and people can actually join this event. I as a creator, I automatically attend this. You can again change the cover of the event. You probably noticed that the default cover changes depending on whether it's a group, whether it's an event, whether you're female or male. So this is again one of the things that we have put our efforts into. And there's even a small little cool map showing you exactly the location, provided you have inputted a proper one, right? An existing true location, not some fake one. It's going to generate a nice map and show you where it is. So you have the event details, you can have its category, the time, the location, and everything, recent activities. And inside, right here, when people join this this event, they can again discuss it. They can share some statuses about it. They can add their comments, perhaps ask for some information. So again, a lot of possibilities. And bear in mind, I have been talking for about 20 minutes only about groups and what you can do inside of the groups, because this is such a powerful tool, and bringing parts of your communities together, bringing your people together, which is basically what communities are all about. Okay, but going back to the group, I've shown you photo albums. I've shown you how to quickly create an event inside of a group for your next kayaking trip, which should be awesome, as every kayak trip is. You can again invite friends. You can invite your friends to those particular event. So I can send an invitation to Marav, and I can say, just send. There's going to be some default information for it. Marav, did you get my message?
I am looking. Yes. Accept.
Great. Can you accept it?
I did.
Okay, let's refresh the page. And you can see right here, Marav has appeared as one of the attendees in this event. So I guess we're going kayaking.
Excellent.
Okay. Groups. There's really a lot of more what you could do with groups. There's a lot of more modifications. There's even a great thread on our community forum, on our support forum, about possibilities that groups offer. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time more on this, but let's move on to videos. I have already added the video of some awesome people from 2011. I can play it. I'm not gonna do it for a long time, yeah, but you can see you can play the video. Not only you could add videos from YouTube, right? Because when you go back to my videos, you can create ad. You can share videos from 10 different providers, including YouTube, Yahoo, MySpace, Vimeo, Break.com, LiveLeak, and so on and so forth. And these videos will be properly imported to JomSocial with all their necessary information, like their time, how long they are, with their thumbnails, their miniatures, with their description, if there is any on the video, and of course the title and so on and so forth. This has been one of the focus on our internal testing that Merav has described, and we really put a lot of effort into making this feature one of the most dependable in the whole Joomla community, I could even say. Okay, so adding a video, this is what it basically looks like. So you just need to have a video URL and just copy one. You just add the video URL from YouTube. You don't need to pick anything else except for a category. That's just general. And again, you can change the categories and decide what categories are named, and have more of them, subcategories, in the backend of JomSocial. And you can decide who can see this video. It can even either be public for site members or only me, but I will discuss privacy in a couple of minutes, and just link the video for adding it. And this is it. This is my video. I've added it right here. I can click play. It plays fine. Again, people are awesome, right? You can see the description. This description has been taken from YouTube. I have not been adding it. And to be honest, it's quite long, so you can see that I have not added it. What if your community wanted to upload their own videos? Is it possible? Yes, it is. Of course, there are some server requirements that have to be met and some system requirements that have to be met, but nothing stops you from having your community to upload videos except for your resources on the server, to be honest. But yeah, you can just select a video, you can add its title, description, and upload your video. Then the cron job converts it, and it goes live on your site. Depending, of course, again, on your server and what's the configuration of your website, it will be faster or slower. It takes a lot of resources to convert a video from any extension uploaded to an FLV file that could be played on JomSocial site and on your website. Okay, let's go back to the backend for a second. I want to show you the videos option, media, right here. Videos and pictures, actually. So it's all in the media tab in the backend. And again, just the same as with the groups, you have a lot of possibilities. You can limit the photo creation. How many photos can be actually uploaded? You can limit the pagination. We have right now 500, but if I set the pagination limit to 3 on photos, that means that if I go to the front end and I go to my album right here, you will see only 3 photos on the side. So it all really is up to you. But for it to look better, let's say I want to have only 1 row of photos. I'll input 4, refresh the page. Oh, come on, go to the first one, and you can see 4 pictures right here. So again, limitless options, and of course location on the photos, right? You can set location, you can tell people exactly where the photo was taken. Videos, as I discussed, you could either upload or share videos, right? If you know that your community is not interested in uploading videos but only sharing them, it's generally a good option to disable video uploads. So let me do it right now. I've just disabled them. Let me see whether I can add an upload. There you go. So I can only add a video URL, I no longer have the option of the second tab to actually upload a video to my website or to this community website. So this is actually a really helpful tip. If you have a community and you want to have a really successful community website, can't remember if Marav mentioned this in her introduction, but it's really a good idea to spend even a lot of time on deciding which parts of JomSocial extension your community will need. If you don't need video uploads or videos at all, just disable them. Sometimes less is more, because the more cluttered your site is, the less it's possible for many users to return. Okay, so the videos. Of course. Okay, one more thing about the videos. I was saying that it takes a lot of resources to convert a video on the server, and there's really nothing we can do about it except for getting better servers. But if you don't want to put that strain on your website, you could always, let's say, delegate the video conversion to some third-party companies. So you could have your Zencoder integration, so the Zencoder website, their servers would actually take care of video conversion for your website, and there wouldn't be any strain on your server. It would just play videos. So this is again one of the most powerful options. You can see that almost every little box right here, you have a link to the requirements, you have a link to our documentation, so you can actually see, you get help on every level that we can provide you. Okay, and the last thing I wanted to talk about is events. No, not the last thing, but one of the last things is events. You can see I have this iJoomla JomSocial webinar scheduled, and I am attending it, and there's a little icon with the where the avatar should be. I haven't uploaded any, so it shows a default one, and you can see that the ongoing events are highlighted, are actually shown which of those. This is actually shown which of those are highlighted. I'm the only attendee, at least right here, right? Again, I've entered some location, and it's shown me a nice map I could go in and out of. I can invite users, all my friends, to this webinar. There's again nothing I could not do with it. You have seen how to create an event from the inside of a group from basically the share box. But what full-blown event creation looks like, so this is it. You can add your title. Let's say that's going to be my birthday. I want to set it as a private event. It's going to be my birthday, like a short summary, a description. I'm getting a bit older now, and it's going to be in the birthday category. Let's put it in a party category. It's going to be in Poland. The start time, the 22nd of June. It's going to be a holiday thing. I want guests to be able to invite, and let's say I want to meet, or I will have room for 500 people, and you create an event. Szczecin is shown again on the map, right? You can invite friends. You can either invite friends from JomSocial, or you can add emails and invite friends from outside of the whole network, from outside of the whole site, from the whole community. Okay. Everything that I have done basically right here today with you so far has been shown and on the stream or recent activity stream. So if I go, which I did already, to the front page of JomSocial, you can see that I have added I have added a video that Merav has joined my Kayak Maniacs group, and that I've added a new event, right? That I've scheduled a new event that I've added photos. There's really everything. I've changed the avatar and so on and so forth. When you go back again to the profile, when I talked about privacy options, you can say what's on your mind. Let's say that I really like this girl, but since this girl, perhaps she's not your friend on the community, but she's a part of the community, you can set this to be visible to your friends only. So she, being a part of the community, she can't really see your what you're writing, but your friends do. So this is how you can very easily share a status with your friends only of the community. But if you wanna just perhaps take a quick note that should be visible only to you, there's no problem. Change it to only me. You can share it again, and no one will see except for you. And this is indicated by a nice padlocks, colorful padlocks actually, so it's easy to distinguish between them. And of course, public site members, that's all self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go into it. You've noticed that public is the default one. You can go to editing your profile and go to privacy settings. You can see the default ones set. You can change this to whatever you want, save changes, and it will set new privacy settings for you. You can go to email notifications, emails and notifications. So you have on-site notifications and email notifications. If, for example, you want to have a new, you want to get notifications on the site about a new comment on some activity that you have created on the stream, but you don't want to get emails, just unmark this, go to the bottom, save the changes, and that's all you can do. You will get site notifications, but you won't get any email notifications, so you won't get a lot of spam in your inbox if this is what you could consider a spam. The same goes for profile, groups, events. There's really a whole list of notifications to choose from. You can either decide you can use all of them. You can either decide you can use half of them. It's all up to the user. And if you don't like someone, you can block them. I blocked Chris7 because he was mean to me for some reason. So I just removed him from his friends, and he appeared on the block list. Let's say that I'm moody and I want to get rid of my Chris8 friend. Right? This is my Chris8 friend. I want to get rid of him. Where are you, Chris8? Remove the friend, also block him. Yes, he's blocked. And by going back to my blocked people, you can see there are already 2 of them. Okay, we have notifications, we have privacy settings. You as an administrator of JomSocial and your entire site, you have the last word when it says when it comes to settings, of course, and privacy is one of them. You can see again the friends, the photos, videos, my group list, general, profile view, privacy, the email notifications, and so on, right here in the profile editing. But in the back end, it's all on one page, and you can decide whether you want to have your user's profile privacy set to public, members, or friends. This is the default user privacy. Let's say that I want to have it for members, everything for members only, so I'm going to have perhaps not a locked community, but more not open to guests one. So when I saved this right here, every new member that has that will join my community will have these settings. But if I click here, resetting user privacy, that means I've also changed the privacy for my existing users. So this all changed to site members. But that's not enough. You don't want to reset, for example, every couple of days, or you don't want to have a cron job saying that, okay, I want my because they can go back and change it on the front end. But I don't want to have my community closed. I want to have everything available to everyone, even to guests, and so on and so forth. So what you could do is go to the back end. You could either respect user privacy, so all the privacy settings that they set, like site members, friends, and so on and so forth, this will be set and respected by them and decided by your users, or you can ignore them completely and have everything set as public. It's again all up to you. Okay, now just really quickly I want to show you what the Facebook integration looks like, what you could do with it. So you could see that there's a sign in with Facebook button right here. So I'm just going to click it. There's going to be a couple of quick Ajax pop-ups, just like so. I'm just going to choose a username for myself. It's going to be this. Why not? And create. I want to import my profile, and I want to import my avatar. Click continue, and this is it. This is basically how much time it takes to connect to JomSocial with Facebook. It's basically seconds. It really depends on the speed of your clicking and the speed of the servers and the website itself. Right here you can see that my avatar has been imported. I have a little watermark right here that says Facebook, that has a little Facebook icon on it. I'm already connected, which means I can post statuses that are visible to site members, as I said in privacy a couple of minutes ago. I can join groups, I can do whatever. I'm a fully blown, let's say, member of this community right now. So there's nothing I can't do what a regular registered user can do. And Facebook integration is really great for people who don't want to go through all this, the process of registering and confirming their email and so on and so forth. So this allows your users to quickly join your community and stay there. No need for remembering passwords and so on and so forth. So this not only allows your users to register quickly, but when you go to About Me page, depending of course on the fields you have set up, you can see that my basic information, my contact information, my education has been taken from Facebook, directly from Facebook, and that's connected with custom profiles and the field code. But that's again for more advanced users, so I'm not gonna go into it. But I want to show you that Facebook integration can take information from your Facebook, so you don't have to ask your users, to fill in the location and so on and so forth again for the nth time on another website. So this is really a stress-free, pain-free, whatever you want to call it. It just doesn't take a lot of time. And the back-end options of Facebook integration, again, it's not something difficult. All you need to have is the Facebook API key, the application secret, and here on the right-hand side you have the options what you can do with the whole integration. So you can import the Facebook profile, the whole profile that includes the fields that I've discussed and so on and so forth. You can have the watermark. But if you don't care about the watermark, you don't want to distinguish those Facebook users from your regular registered users, you can just switch this off. You can re-import users' profile each login, so that means if they change something on Facebook, it's going to get changed in your JomSocial as well. The same goes for avatar. Users sometimes change their avatar, so you can re-import the avatar upon each of the login. You can, of course, import statuses from Facebook, and as you could see, the first awesome here, I didn't type that. This was taken from Facebook, directly from Facebook. And you could post statuses from Facebook. That's the last thing that you could do. Let me post a quick status update. I'm going to make it public. Share. Just bear with me. Come on. Okay, it's loading pretty slow. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. So you can see a quick status update right here. Actually, you can see that it is via JomSocial. The same is here for my test status update. So you can see that this works pretty fine. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is basically the extensibility of JomSocial. Merv has talked about the number of add-ons we have. It's nearly 600 add-ons for JomSocial in our directory alone. There are, of course, also extensions, integrations between different components like K2, like Kunena, like Virtuemart, and so on and so forth. So JomSocial basically is out of the box, endless possibility generating machine for communities. You can not only have because basically what I've shown you today so far is just JomSocial, and I haven't even had the time to go into other options like adding stuff inside of JomSocial, which you could do. For example, this is a totally new module groups module, right? This is a module that you could put anywhere on the website, but it is inside of JomSocial because our software gives you the possibility to put different modules inside of JomSocial. It has built-in module positions, which means you can use it in pair with a Joomla ad agency, and you could have ads showing inside of JomSocial pages and not somewhere on the outskirts or of the border of JomSocial. So it can run from the component itself. I'm sorry. And it's not really only about ads. You can put gaming extensions. If a gaming extension, let's say like some card games like poker, if you have a poker card game on your website, and it is available in a module, you could put this inside of a module in JomSocial, and it will allow users to play from JomSocial and not leave it. So your user doesn't take it's not taken away from the community page. He stays and interacts inside of it. Moreover, it's really easy to modify. JomSocial doesn't have its code I don't know, encoded, encrypted in any way, and to be honest, everything is that you could want to change, or a lot of things that you could want to change, is nothing else that basically a couple of modifications to JomSocial template files, because the template files really do a lot when it comes to adjusting JomSocial and its functionalities, where to click, and so on and so forth. So we even on our support forum provide hints for people who want to modify their JomSocial. Let's say that you wanted to put a part of JomSocial somewhere else. It's not a problem. You can, in many cases, basically cut and paste parts of code from one template, from one space in template file to a different one, to move stuff around if you wanted to. I think that's it from a general overview. Does anyone have any questions? Perhaps I should go with that now.
Yeah, there are lots of questions, and great presentation,
Yeah.
Eric. It's really good.
Thanks. I was trying to be really fast because, as you can see, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's very comprehensive. I love it. I love the admin. It's just breezy, easy to use. But lots of questions, so let's not waste time. Jump right in. We have about 26 minutes left for questions and answers, and we'll show you how to access the JomSocial forum a little bit later. I'll leave the presentation there with you for now, Eric, just in case you want to illustrate anything further. Abdullah had a question about right-to-left languages, and I know we spoke about compatibility with many different languages before the webinar started, but is JomSocial compatible with right-to-left languages?
If I'm not mistaken, JomSocial 3 will be fully supporting left-to-right languages. But Marav, you may want to confirm that.
Actually, you're the expert here more than me.
Ah,
But we'll
okay.
verify it and we'll
Yeah.
post something
Yeah,
on
yeah,
our...
yeah.
All right, really good. And Frank had a question about how JomSocial works with SQL tables. And so if you are, custom fields, how is that information stored in an SQL table?
Okay, let me just see what it looks like. But there's basically a table in JomSocial that keeps all of the custom fields. So there's like a separate table for it.
So all the information just writes to the database?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
All
very
in the
good.
database.
All right, Frank, hopefully that helps you a little bit. Let's see, I'm going to get to a question from Anton, because I know Anton uses your component. And, well, you already kind of talked about compatibility with third parties. So out of the box, you said it works pretty well. We got a couple questions about that. So number one, can you comment specifically about Ajax Contact? And the other one I had a question about was CDN, if it's compatible. So can you offer any feedback about that?
With those extensions, right?
Yeah.
Ajax content is only on the activity stream. I mean, those. To be honest, I don't know these extensions. But
Okay.
what I could tell you is that if you have any question about compatibility with extensions between, let's say, JomSocial and Kunena, right? Because these two will go real well together. What you could do is go to our forum, ask a pre-sales questions. You don't even have to register. It can be done even anonymously. Go to our forum, and I'm sure that Brian will show you a link later, and just post your questions. And it's usually a great idea to do it on both ends. So if you're wondering about compatibility between JomSocial and Kunena, you should ask the question on both forums, because some of the developers, I mean, we can't be expected to know every single extension and for Joomla community. So it's again, as I said, it's a good idea to ask both sides.
All right, yeah. Sean and Anton, hopefully that helps you. Would you mind, Eric, showing off the forum quickly so they know where to go with pre-sales questions?
Sure. Okay, so once in the forum, just go to pre-sale questions, and this is it. You can, I'm just even gonna log out. Yeah, so this is what a forum looks like for logged out users. You can see the pre-sales questions, just click it, and that's it. You can have a lot of topics here. You can create a new topic. And again, as I said, you don't have to even register. It's all anonymous. And we have a quite cool captcha right here. So no numbers, just pretty pictures. But yeah, this is what our pre-sales forum looks like, and this is how you can create a topic and ask any question. And it's really a good idea to ask as many questions before the purchase as you can, because we can provide with all the information necessary for you, and you won't waste time on trying to debug a problem in the future if such can arise.
All right. So Sean had the question about CDN and Anton about Ajax. So, come here to the forum and post about those specifically, and Eric's suggestion is also to check with that developer to see about compatibility. I want to get to a second question from Anton about caching, and his question is, does JS3 support individual caching? For example, ability to exclude wall stream only, but everything else can be cached.
No, there is no such possibility right now.
Okay. All right. Abdullah has posted another one. Can we have a field which is only editable once? Meaning once the user has submitted it, can it be changed again?
Yes, yes. What you could do is create a field, of course, in the backend, and you could create a field. I'm just going to edit this one, and you have the visibility option right here. You can have personal. That's quite understandable. You can see it. You can have all of the users see the field, or you can have the admin only see the field. And this is the option that I would choose when it comes to editing. So admin only field can be edited once, but it appears only on the registration. It's not even visible to the user after the registration has been completed. So it's visible only in the backend by the admin, and it can be edited only once. So yes, we do have such a field, but it's probably not exactly the field that the user is expecting.
All right. Very good, Abdullah. Hopefully that helps. I'm going to get to a
Yeah,
question.
it's only on registration.
Okay. And I want to get to a question from Michaelis now. Will JomSocial 3.0 be available for Joomla 2.5?
Yes, of course. We are also testing it separately on Joomla 2.5 and 3.0 or 3.1 right now. So yes, for both Joomlas.
All right. So Michaelis has said that he purchased JomSocial 2 days ago, and will he be able to update to 3.0 once it becomes available?
Yes, of course. Yes. What happens is when you purchase JomSocial, it's not really purchasing JomSocial, you're purchasing a subscription. As long as the subscription is valid, that's for 6 months. As long as it is valid, you have access to all the upgrades, updates, changes, support, basically all of it. So there are no additional fees for upgrading as long as your subscription is active.
All right. I'm going to get back to the database question from Frank. Frank's kind of following up. We know it writes to database tables, and Frank writes, are custom fields stored as field numbers in SQL tables, or have you moved the field names as shown?
Actually, no, because there are two tables. You have community fields table. I'm just looking at my database right now. You have community fields table when you have all the fields separately, let's say, combined to one table with all their properties, with their ordering, I don't know whether they're published or not, and so on and so forth. And that's community fields table. And again, the second table, community fields values, holds all the values for the fields for the users, and so on and so forth. So fields values corresponds to the community fields table, and it's cross-references to the fields. I think that's understandable. And the numbers are actually IDs. You can see the user ID, the field ID in the community fields table, fields values table. So it's really not difficult to cross-reference. You could start on a sandbox account. That's actually a cool idea. Start a sandbox account if you want to see what changes and what to look for in a database. Just have one or two users, have them interact, see what changes in the database, and you'll be able to like re-engineer or go, work your way back to the beginning, what it looks like and how it works. But yeah, generally it's held in those two tables.
All right.
That clears it.
All right, Frank, hopefully that helps. A question from Mudaya now. How to create multiple profiles for family members linked to a main member who registers, but profiles are available for other registered members only, and all sub-members are indexed for advanced search function.
So like a tree, I would say, of members, right?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Like nested multi-profiles, something like that. That's not available in JomSocial right now. There are no nested multi-profiles.
Okay. And a question from Abdullah again. I know you spoke about emails. He's asking about throttling emails, if you would like to Okay, so here's
So
the
how the emails are sent, right?
how the emails are sent, but also email limits. Can we up email limits, basically?
Actually, there are no email limits in JomSocial itself. If there are any limits, that's limited by your hosting or your Joomla setup. So it's all basically up to your server. But you could check the emails or all the email notifications on your community. If you go to Components, JomSocial, and Make you'll have a whole list of every single notification that has been sent and to what user. You have its content, you have its creation date, the notification's creation date, and status. So the status show there are three statuses. They can either be successfully sent, like with the tick right here. It can be pending, which means the email hasn't been sent yet, or it can be blocked, which usually means that a user opted out from getting those notifications. You can check it right here in the email queue.
Okay.
I hope that answers the question.
I believe so. Three questions. I mean, I'm getting several questions one from Jeff, one from Sean, and it's all about thumbnails and posting links, like in Facebook. So I think Jeff kind of put it best here. One of the best things about Facebook is the way you can share articles from other sites. You provide the link, and then Facebook pulls the thumbnail. What's that look like in JomSocial?
It's not ready yet. There is a plugin, but it's not, again, finished yet. It was a personal plugin written by one of the developers I know, actually one of our developers, but it's not finished yet, and it's still in. It's basically, we don't want to provide users with a product that's not ready, so we're not releasing it yet.
Okay. All right. More questions. Lots of questions, and again, folks, use that forum. We have about 14 minutes left for Q&A. Ruth posted a question. JomSocial 3.0 is extensive. I can think of a number of ways to use it. Thank you for the presentation. So just a thank you there.
Thank you. Thank you for attending.
Yeah. Victoria is talking about Facebook again. If users join your community through Facebook, is there a legal issue with Facebook if your community is having a membership fee to join it?
To be honest, no, I mean, we don't have any fees, and I don't think it's against the law. Facebook allows their API to connect to other websites, so there shouldn't be any legal issues. It's all up to you. You just log in via Facebook.
Okay, but we're not lawyers here, and we can't really offer legal advice. Should probably.
Yeah, but Facebook login is just a login. You could ask the same thing about likes on different pages and so on and so forth. So Facebook just is making it available. Yeah, if you're not sure about it, you may consult a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be anything. There won't be any problem with it.
All right, and since we're on Facebook, Sean posts again. Can we make the Facebook posts say that they are from our site instead of JomSocial?
Sure. You can change the name. If I'm not mistaken, you can change the name of the website to JomSocial and the menu to JomSocial. And it won't say JomSocial. It will just say whatever you choose to say. You can say the name of your community.
Okay.
Let me even quickly check it here.
Right.
Okay, you can ask the next question. I'll just
okay.
Plug in here.
Yeah, I kind of want to see your test there. Next question would be from Ruth again. Eric did mention, Ruth, that you can put ads on your JomSocial site, not through JomSocial itself, but it is compatible with something like Ad Agency, where you can post those ads.
Yeah, what I was referring to was JomSocial built-in positions. I'll show you one of the older documentation articles we have on it. We will have an updated version for it for the 3.0 for JomSocial 3. We can see there's like a list of the module positions, and below you can see where those, of course, again, old screenshots right from older versions of JomSocial. You can see where exactly would those modules be displayed on JomSocial site. And the 3.0 version will provide a couple of more positions. So yeah, what I meant is that you could display other things, other modules or extensions inside of JomSocial, so there would be no need for users to navigate out of the community site.
All right. Very good. And, geez, lots of questions here. Uri has just commented, great webinar, guys, had fun and learned a lot, but I have to go. Hopefully you'll keep making more of this since it's gold.
Thank you.
Yeah. Roger has asked, hi, is it possible to upgrade from 2.8.1 to 3, or is it a migration?
Yes. Yes, of course. It's really not a problem. The problems may start if you're trying to upgrade from a really old version to a newer version of JomSocial. So like upgrading from JomSocial 2.0 to 3.0 would be, would require some fuss, but when it comes to 2.8 and 3.0, it's going to be as simple as just uninstalling the 2.0 and installing 3.0. That's it.
All right, lots of questions about this webinar. Specifically, it is being recorded. It will be available for viewing later at youtube.com/cloudaccess. I'll show you that right at the very end, show you our YouTube channel and where you can find it. Some questions about module position.
I just want to add to the upgrading question. There is, you can probably see the link here. If not, go to our documentation. There's like a big, nicely written document about upgrading from an earlier version of JomSocial to a newest one. So it shows you step by step how to do it, how to even get an older version of JomSocial.
Okay. Very good. Let's see. Just trying. A lot of people saying thank you at this point. I want to get back through, make sure I'm getting to the questions. Jeff has asked, are you going to give one of the listeners a free subscription? I know.
That's not really up to me to decide. So.
Yeah. Marav had offered a promotional code for ad agency.
Well, I didn't prepare anything today, I'm sorry, but I will, if you join our Facebook page, I will see who is the newest members on our Facebook page, and I will choose one randomly, I swear, and we'll give one of you a free extension, a free JomSocial.
Cool. So go
so
to...
have a lottery.
Yeah. Let's show off your Facebook page, too. Can you do that? Show off the... Joomla or JomSocial Facebook?
JomSocial.
Oh, JomSocial's Facebook page.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just...
So facebook.com/JomSocial.
/JomSocial, that's it. But you can see it's really slow. So I suggest you just go on your own computers to facebook.com/JomSocial. You'll just see the page on your own.
And you'll be able to see the video as well.
Yeah, the video Marav talked about, it's already here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a quite cool video. You guys should check it out, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this page so we can give you, one of you, a free extension.
All right, excellent. And Edward posted a question about JomSocial. Is it an extension? Is it a template? Is it a module? What, how would you classify?
JomSocial is an extension. It's a very powerful extension, which you could consider to be, I don't know, like a main guy, and he has a lot of satellites, like in simple modules that can broaden its usability, or extension or plugins for it. There are templates for it. So it's one huge component with a lot of else going on for when it comes to modules, plugins, all
Right.
sorts of integrations with different components.
So you would install Edward JomSocial into one website, and you don't need an additional website or server.
No.
Right.
No. But you do require Joomla, right? I hope that's clear.
Right. This is definitely Joomla specific. And lots of questions.
Yes, we have had questions about JomSocial being a standalone component, or whatever you want to call it. And no, it does require Joomla. It does not work without a Joomla site. Just
Okay.
wanted to make it clear.
Let's see, a lot of questions about module positions and moving. Can you move it, an About Me, for instance, to the sidebar? And it's all dependent on the template you're using. So you can...
Okay. Yeah. So basically the About here, right? This is a part of the template. So if you wanted to move this part around somewhere else, you would have to edit the template. So what you could move around is, let's say, the Hello Me module, or earlier you couldn't move I don't know, some parts of the front page out of the front page because they were not modules but parts of the front page template itself. So right now we our developers have made every single part of the front page into a module. So you can see the events module, groups module, members module, video module, Hello Me module, who is module, and so on and so forth, all those modules, and you can decide which positions they're in. So they can either be inside of JomSocial in one of those built-in positions, as I discussed, or it can be a totally core Joomla template position. So it doesn't really have to be inside of JomSocial anymore.
Okay. Can you give an overview of the improvements between versions? So what are the major, I know we kind of ran through 3.0, but what are the major, just a high-level overview between the two versions?
Okay, so the first of all is the Bootstrap, of course, and the second one is the mobile support. So again, I'm just going to move around. You can see it's fully responsive. It changes. It hides part of the website if it sticks out. So Bootstrap, the mobile support, of course, in making it, let's say, prettier by adding all those covers, by basically cleaning up the code, by making the front page or cutting up the front page into modules, so you can actually put parts of JomSocial anywhere on your website, the whole website, not only inside of the component, right? So visual improvements, the Bootstrap, the mobile support, I would say these are the three most important ones.
Okay. A question from Mudaya again. Can you show an advanced search function and how it works?
Yeah, sure. Well, what do you want me to search for?
Just search for kayaking.
Kayaking. Actually, I don't have a lot of kayaking content, so I'm not able to search. But advanced search is for users, so it works only for the fields that you have inside of your custom profiles. So it doesn't search the website, the whole, I don't know, the activities and so on and so forth. It searches users, right? So if I wanted to search users but by gender, I would just have gender equal to male, hit search, and I get all the male users on the website. I can do the same with female, and Marav is a female, and apparently Chris is a female right here. But yeah, you can see this is what it looks like. You can also add a second criteria, the name, let's say not equal to, and the name contains, I don't know, S, and it's going to be a male, or C, that's going to give us a couple of Chris's. Match all criteria, search, and you can see there are fewer users, only those with C in their name, and only those who are male. And excuse me, if the field is empty or there isn't any information from the user, then it just won't show, right? Because it's empty. But again, the advanced search works for humans, for people, and not for the content like their posts or I don't know, discussions, right? So only people.
Okay. Now, we have so many more questions, and a lot of people are saying thank you, but we have run out of time. So I'm going to go ahead and steal the screen back from you.
Okay, thank you guys.
And yeah, thank you guys for.
Ryan, can
Yep.
you hear me? What I'm thinking is that we can post something on our Facebook saying if you have any follow-up questions to the webinar, and people can post them there. How does that sound?
That sounds great. So let's go to your Facebook. Facebook.com/JomSocial. And you're going to post something here if you'd like to have a follow-up conversation about any of the content presented.
Yes, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, a few folks already posted that they've liked your page.
Yes, I can see them.
And, you know, Marav, I can provide you a list of our webinar attendees if you'd like to cross-reference that when you give away your free application there.
Sounds great.
Awesome. And just a reminder, come here for questions. I'm going to wait for Sarav's post here to see where we should go to post those.
Just refresh the page on Facebook and you'll see the question.
All right. All right, so follow up here directly on Facebook, like JomSocial on Facebook, and enter a chance to receive a free JomSocial application. And you can visit JomSocial.com to find out about pricing information. And if you would like to watch this webinar again, come to youtube.com/CloudAccess. Scroll down here to our special webinars playlist, and this webinar will be available here later today. And also, just to follow up, you can always launch a free demo trial of Joomla through CloudAccess.net. And please feel free to attend any of our upcoming webinar events. We have daily Getting Started with Joomla webinars, and we have many upcoming special events as well. Kind of just advertise a few of those. We have an Easy Blog webinar coming next week on Wednesday. Learn how to use one of the most popular blogging components for Joomla. We have an AEC webinar, which is a membership and subscription component that you can integrate into your site. And a different kind of webinar. This is inbound marketing, how to increase sales through inbound marketing. This is going to be presented by Gabe Wahab, who is the president and founder of Savvy Panda, a Joomla development company, and more webinars to come. So this was a really good one again. And Marav, Eric, we can do this again at any time. Thank you for doing it with me.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Our pleasure.
All right, so JomSocial or Facebook.com/JomSocial. No questions yet. Actually, let's see. Did anyone post something? Yep.
They did.
A few posts.
There you go.
Thank you guys so much, and we will see you again online. Good luck developing your Joomla site, everybody, and good luck working with JomSocial. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.